Alright, today I'm going to show you how to build a cheap, do-it-yourself anchor made out of PVC and cement. Well, not really cement. I have extra mortar laying around from when I did some tiles. So for this I'm using just generic 1.5 inch pipe. I calculated it so like a 12-inch size anchor will be roughly 2.5 pounds, which is more than enough for small kayaks in ponds and lakes that we have around here. I don't think it would hold on a sandy bottom, nor do I think it would hold in the ocean, but that's not what it's for. We have a bunch of kayaks, and we go fishing with the kids, and everybody wants an anchor because they don't want to get blown up. Perfect, right? So just make a mark right around there, right here. With one hand hold it, and the other hand like, you know. Hold on. You can rotate it a little bit. Try to keep it straight up and down. Doesn't really matter, but because we're being sloppy, it's okay. We just want to cut through it.
It keeps getting stuck.
Mm-hmm. All right. You're more than halfway done. Let's rotate it.
Stuff.
Well, it's because it's not a straight cut. So it's kind of meandering a little bit. Okay, good. Yeah, let go.
Oh, sorry.
Rotate a little bit. A little bit more. Pop that off. Alright, cool. Now, just take some sandpaper and I'll show you on one side. Just kind of go around the outside, on the edge. Doesn't have to be super good. That side looks good, so just kind of clean that up a little bit. Cool. Next part. Alright, cool. Let me see. I just brought a plastic bag over. That Home Depot plastic bag there, are there end caps on there? Yeah. Alright, cool. So I'll show you what we do. First thing, purple primer, then some cement. Okay. So I'll do this one first. Whenever you weld PVC together, you have to prime it first. So we'll go like this. You just go around. See, try to get everywhere. This just basically cleans it off and makes it ready to stick.
Yeah.
Now do the inside of that cap, roughly where it would go around it. Try not to get on your fingers or your clothes because it'll stain it, okay? And then just put it in and close it up because it smells bad. Okay. The next step is this cement. You want to do this pretty quick. Just go around the outside like that, pull it on the end. Now do the inside. You do the inside. Nice catch. Cool, close that. And then just put it, put it on. Twist it on. Hold it in place because you're going to find it tries to push itself out. You gotta hold about 15 seconds or so. And then the next thing we want to do is, this is the attach point for the rope. I like to put it right in the middle so it has a chance of catching on stuff.
Okay.
Just kind of roughly put it in the center. Drill. Yeah. Okay, pull it out. And get the other one. Is it still center? Alright, cool. Now what you want to do is take that out, loosen it up. Okay, what we're going to use is stainless steel screws. We got to use stainless steel. Let me see that. Because it's going to be in the water, right? And although fresh water won't rust as fast, you kind of just want to be careful about it. Okay. So take, and plus what I want to do is I want the screws to be a little bit longer so they sit in the middle. Like if you think about it this way, they're about that far into it because we're going to pour cement into it, and the cement will form a nice bond around the bits of the screw that are sticking through there.
Okay.
Because it would probably pull out if we didn't have that cement in there. So, I don't know, grab like 2 of those.
I like these ones here.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do the first one. Put it there. Just put it in there. Just like that. And then do the second one yourself. Just put that one there. Cool. Okay, now bring it over here. Hey, Leo. It's your buddy. You want to build an anchor? You want to go fishing. Next thing we gotta do is get the concrete. This isn't really concrete, it's mortar, but it's the same thing for what we're doing. Okay. Just put this over here. Fill some water in there, not too much. That's probably good. Stop. Might be a little bit too much. I'll give it a... This is used to, I use this to put underneath the tiles to make the tiles stick to the cement.
Yeah.
Okay, that might be a bit too much, but whatever. It doesn't have to be exact because we're just putting it in a PVC tube. Take this and just mix it around until it's like a paste. There's better ways to do it, but I think we have too much water, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so add a little bit more. Try not to breathe this in. Hold your breath for it. Try that. Just mixing all around. Yep, it's looking good. Usually we use like an electric drill to mix it up nice and good, but it's just going in a tube, so it's no big deal. And the next thing I do, okay, that's good. This is where it gets fun. Literally just, you can actually hear it sliding down.
Yeah.
We might need to mix up some more, but just kind of go like that to let it sit. We'll clean that off before it. Yeah, thanks. You want to fill it up? And if we need more, we'll mix it up. It's really easy. a little bit too much, yeah. Nice. Cool. Yeah, I think it's pretty full. So just kind of scrape the edges off. I mean, yeah, just like that. So when this stuff dries, it gives off heat
Yeah.
as the chemicals do all their stuff on the inside, and they make the
Wait.
they make it expands a teeny bit, so you don't need to worry about it like coming off the edge, and then we'll have to like chisel it off or anything like that, because we're gonna put another cap on the other side.
Oh, okay.
And I'll just take this off outside, put it on some rocks that are on the stone wall that are starting to fall apart, just to keep them off.
Okay.
Keep them there. So yesterday after the mortar dried, which is about an hour, basically just put another cap on it, and good to go. This one wound up weighing about 2.5 pounds. It's 14 inches long. This is one I made a couple of days ago, the first version. This is 12 inches total, and it's like 2.25 pounds. They're next to, just like a cheap grappling hook anchor that I got on Amazon. They sell them at Walmart too. Basically, these go down. It's pretty cool. This weighs about maybe 3.5 pounds. The reason I wanted to make these ones is because the rope on this, it's a nice heavy duty rope, and it's got a float, but it's 25 feet long, and if you're in like 7-8 feet of water, like a lot of the ponds, even some of the rivers around here, more so ponds and lakes, you just don't want to drag up 25 feet of rope and throw it on your kayak every time. So this is better, much better for ocean fishing, bay and shore. I don't really go offshore. These would not hold in the ocean. They may slow you down, but there's just nothing to grab onto. This is basically a weight that, gets stuck in weeds down the bottom of a pond. I had this out with my pack fish yesterday, which is I'll show you, it's an inflatable 7-foot fishing raft by Sea Eagle, and I'd say like half of the time it wasn't snagging the bottom, and what it did, it basically drag slowly, so it worked like a weight to just slow you down, so I wouldn't be blown around. The pack fish is inflatable, so it's got a bigger profile than a kayak. It was windy out yesterday, and it was on probably like a 100-acre lake, so it was kind of big. 2 days ago, after I made the initial one, I used that on a smaller lake, about 50 acres, and it actually held me in place perfectly, but it wasn't that windy out, so it's kind of based on the conditions. If you're really wanting, what you can do is you can figure out some way to, I don't know, maybe put like a curve piece on it instead, to try to, you can dig into the bottom or something, going in multiple directions. But I really want this low profile one because I just throw it right in the kayaks, and when the kids go out on other boats too, I don't want them getting stuck on stuff. I don't want to hurt themselves, so you just slide this right in the kayak and just throw it over the edge. It's good enough, put it that way. And I think all in, if you got leftover PVC laying around, I had to buy one cap because I didn't have enough for all of them. The mortar I had left laying around from when I did tiles in the basement was maybe like $2 worth of supplies, and you saw it took about 10 minutes total to make. But again, use stainless steel, so this doesn't rust out, and I guess you could use cement. I had mortar, that's what I had. The weight's probably the same. If you have a thicker PVC pipe, you're in even better shape because you get more weight for the size. I wouldn't go any smaller than 1.5 inches, just because with 14 inches, it's 2.5 pounds, and that's probably as low as you want to go. But I'll show you the pack fish that I had it on, so you can picture how that might get blown around. So this is the Packfish. You see it's got a pretty big side profile. It's not the biggest boat, but that's what was getting blown around. And you know, for storage, what you do is just roll it up. I think I put 10 or 12 feet of line on this one, and maybe 8 on the other one. It's perfect for what it's designed for. Alright, thanks.